want to look at how we can add a slide. So I'm going to add a slide. Already we have this slide here. So we have a slide here already. I want to add a new slide. So I'll go to the new slide here. After going to the new slide, now we have different slide layout that you can add. You have different slide layout. Title slide, have to picture with caption slide. So I can choose any of them depending on what I want to do. So I'm going to choose title and content. So the moment I added a new slide, we see that automatically we are taken to that slide. We are taken to that slide automatically. So let me copy this and paste here. This text box here can be adjusted. So you just have to move your cursor until it turns to 2 arrowhead, then you can adjust. The same thing applies to the bigger text box here. You can adjust, it can be adjusted. Good. So we've seen how we can add a slide to a presentation. Now I'm going to check this because we are done with that. I'm going to see how I can add content. Adding content to your slide. So I'm going to insert. So on the insert tab, here I come. I want to add a check mark. So I'm going to use this L shape here. So when you click on it, you see that your cursor now turns into a plus icon. To draw that shape, just hold down the left mouse button and drag. You can rotate this by clicking on this here, then hold down the left mouse button and rotate. So okay, so the next thing we are going to do is how we can add content, and that's what we just did. We're able to add a shape to this slide presentation. We can also add text. So when you inserted a slide, this text box, title and content. So you can just click inside and start typing. So that's the title for this. It's just for illustration's sake. And when you come here to the subtitle, just click inside to add. To add. So colors we have red. So you type red. Now, if you press the enter key on the keyboard, it takes you to the next bullet point. So you can type the next color. So let's say blue. The subtitle, text box. So you can adjust the size of the subtitle text box. Just have to drag up to the size you want. So I'm dragging the size I want. You can do to so if you don't like this bulletin, just and select the bulletin that you want. You can choose the one that you want. There's another way you can add a new slide. For now, we have two slides here. We have two slides. Slide. There's another way you can add a new slide. So you can just right click on this one. Then after right clicking on it, you just have to click duplicate slide. You click the duplicate slide. Some changes. So this is what we are going to do. We can duplicate. We can duplicate objects to object on the slide as well. It's not only in slides that we can duplicate. We can duplicate objects as well. So this object here, you can duplicate it. You can right click and you copy and paste, or you can use the shortcut. After selecting the shape, use a shortcut, hold down the control button and press D on the keyboard. So it has duplicated it for us. So I'm going to take this one because we've just seen how to add shapes. So I have managed to duplicate it, and I hope you'll be able to do so. Now here is what you're going to do next. We are going to add animations. So to add animation, we have to select the text box, this whole text box here. So when I select this text box, I'll go to the animations tab. Here you have animations that are categorized for you. We have the entrance, effects, emphasis, and also we have animations for exit. So let me add this one. I'm going to add an entrance animation. So I'll select fade. So if you add an animation to a text box or an object, you can preview the animation by clicking here. So this is how the animation will show. For instance, if I decide to change the animation, I can select any of these. So that's the preview. That's how the animation will show. So you can decide to change it and preview it until you get an animation that you are satisfied with. Good. Now I'm going to add animation to these ones too. So you can select any of the entrance effects or entrance animations. So let's say you want to add zoom. So that is how it will show. That's the preview. Uh, so far we might add animation. Both of them are entrance animations. You can add by just going to add animation, then you go to maybe animation for emphasis or for exit. So I would like to add an animation for exit, so I'll select this. That also came. I'll so I'll duplicate this and add it here to indicate our progress so far. Now let's add transitions. Transitions gives the effect of moving from one slide to the other. So you transition from this slide. How do you want it to transition? So you can select it one by one and add additions here. So that's the preview. Then you can also select another transition. Any type of transition that is, and add it. So you can experiment with all these ones here. You can experiment with all of them. Then you finally select the one you want. Then you can come here too and select the animation that you want to apply to it. So after doing all this, maybe you are not okay with all these animations, all these transitions, you can just select all of the slides, Control key on the keyboard, hold it down, press A. That will select all the slides for you. Then you can now undo them. So you see that the stars that were attached to them were gone. So none. So no transition. Now you can select all of them. Then you add the same transition to all of them. So you can experiment with this and choose the one that you want. Now after you add transitions, you can determine whether the movement from one slide to the other should be automatic or it should be controlled by you. So when it is on mouse click, it means you have to click before the slide will transition to the other. But if you check this, then the slide will move automatic. You can set the time here as to how long it should wait before it moves. So that is how we add transitions. So far we are at the slide. We are done with this. Now let us look at how we can change the background color. Right now white. So if you want to change the background color, you have to go to the design tab here. Then you can go to format background. It's on solid. So you can select. So as of now, you see that this is applied to the slide that I've selected. Now let's see. You don't have to repeat the same process for all. If you wish to, you can do the same, or you can just click here to apply what you just did here to all. That way it saves you time. See the quality time. Now we are done with how we can change the background of the presentation as well. How do you save your presentation? You go to the file tab here, then go to save as, then select the folder that you want to. Then now you can name your presentation. Select it and type the name. Any name you want to type and press save. So that's how you save. Good. So we are able to save our presentation. If you want to rename your presentation, you just have to go to the folder where you save your presentation, then right click on it. In fact, there's a lot of discount going on, so the price you are seeing is not what you're actually going to pay, because we have a whole lot of discounts that will bring the price down to the barest minimum for you. Thank you once again. See you in another live presentation.